7:30 a.m. in Peoria, Arizona, and I'm stopping at Jack in the Box for some of their delicious fresh brewed coffee, which is all the trike needs. Okay, let's go for a ride. It's a little chilly in the morning, not terribly bad. Be warmer later on when most people are out, but I like going out early in the morning. Today I'm thinking about when I became a silverback, which was almost 30 years ago when I started teaching. I'll see if I can explain. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the term silverback, I just looked it up on Google. Here it is. A mature male mountain gorilla, distinguished by an area of white or silvery hair across the back and acting as the dominant member of its social group. And I just want to make it clear that I was never a real teacher, like a high school teacher. I taught at a private college and at a community college, graphic design classes, like Photoshop. And what that means is that most of the people in these classes actually wanted to learn what I was showing them. Stay with me here, and I'll get to the silverback part. And the classes were divided up into an hour of lecture where I demonstrate things, and then about 3 hours of computer lab where people could just work on their projects. So me talking and demonstrating was the smallest part of the class. Mostly it was hands-on stuff. And that meant that I spent most of the time in the class just kind of sitting there in case anybody needed any help, like a silverback sitting on a rock. And it turns out that I was very good at this, and that I would assure what I would call the little ones if they didn't know what to do, and I would stay out of the way of people who knew what to do. And like I say, the majority of people knew what to do. They were there to learn, for example, Photoshop. But every once in a while, one of the little ones would come up to me and say, "Mr. Hall, can I go home?" And I would have to smile and say, "No." And luckily for me, I wasn't alone being a silverback. I learned to recognize my fellow silverbacks, and I still can do it. These are the people who disliked any kind of nonsense, didn't want to see the class disrupted, didn't want to see a problem. They just wanted to get on with it. And that worked really well for me, because I can be dominant, but I'd much rather follow the dictum of lead, follow, or get the hell out of the way. I'd also like to clarify that silverbacks didn't have to be old or gray or male. They could be any age, gender, just not putting up with a lot of nonsense. If you're a silverback, thank you. I'm glad you're here. We're coming up on Sweetwater Park, where I like to stop, stretch my legs a bit. The park is a shared space, so when I get there, I just sit, look around, and hopefully people will know that I'm a silverback. If I need help, I'll call 911. Well, thanks for riding along with me. If you have any questions, I'm always here for you. Glad to answer. See you next time.